Hey ladies of Ride Nation, Mr. Tidbit here. I'm holding a brand new 2013-2014 OMG. This board has been in the line for a few years, but let's go over the features just to see if this might be your board for next year. The first thing I want to talk about is the shape. It has the Ride hybrid twin shape to it. So what that means is from the center all the way out to the contact point on the nose and tail, you have a flat, stable platform. You have a tiny rocker kick in the nose and tail. Now I'm talking just enough to get your contact points up out of the snow. This is going to keep you from hanging up, on snow, on rails, on boxes, just about anything, but it's not a lot. Like I said, it's just enough to get those contact points up. And then you have a micro camber infused all the way back in through the tail contact point. So this is going to give you kind of the feeling of an old camber board that was broken in. Maybe had 25, 30 days on it. Just comfortable feeling. When you're tracking into a jump or a rail, it's stable. You can track straight. You don't get that squirrely feeling on this platform. But that camber kind of reinforces it, gives you that lively feeling in the board as you're carving it up, as you're popping, as you're cruising around the mountain. The second thing I want to talk about is you have Carbon Array 3 and you have LSD pop rods. What that's going to do is the Carbon Array 3 is going to grab that energy from your bindings and pull it out all the way through your contact points. So that way you have that energy transfer that's smooth and kind of allows you to link those turns and be really comfortable down the mountain. Now the LSD pop rods are designed to really help you pop off your board when you're awling onto rails and boxes, when you're awling off of jumps, when you're just jumping, screwing around the mountain. But unlike the regular pop rods, they're actually placed in the board and designed with you in mind, ladies' design. You have a different center of gravity, you ride different. So Ride has actually put a lot of time and effort in making sure that these are placed in the board where you're going to get the most pop out of it. So definitely keep that in mind. If you like to jump, you like to pop, this board's going to be a lot more fun than some other boards on the market. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the base and your sidewalls. You have 4,000 grade base, so it's going to cruise through every snow condition regardless of what it is. Slush, ice, powder, you can definitely get through all of it. You have slime walls and cleavage here. I mention that because it's a durability issue. Slime walls can take a beating. You slam them against rails, tree stumps, they're not going to crack, they're not going to dent like other sidewalls, and you have a 50% thicker metal edge on the side. A lot of people don't realize this, but when you slide that metal rail through the park, it really heats your edge up, and then you land on cold snow, and that kind of natural reaction tends to cause things to crack. So having a 50% thicker metal edge on the side is really going to help prevent that and give you longevity out of this board. So this is not just going to be a one and done board. You're going to be able to get multiple seasons out of this and keep having a blast year after year. So if you ride the terrain park, you occasionally venture outside, carve it up, hit the trees, kind of ride the entire mountain when you're not feeling the park, this is definitely a board you should check out in the fall.